So I just started working on a new map. This one is set in Ukraine in a dreary old industrial town, and the idea is for it to be mainly mid-range combat with some nice little CQB arenas and then obviously the two main long sightlines. Now in its current state there's a lot of problems with this map, namely the spawns and also the size. When I actually planned it, I didn't quite have enough space on the piece of paper to draw everything in. So when I got into the blocking stage, I had to kind of make some stuff up as I went along, which sort of went alright until I realised the map was about half the size it needed to be. On top of that, the spawns are f***ing atrocious. I think most of the reason for this is the size, because it's quite cramped in the spawns, but there is also an element of the algorithm being stupid, because on the Ghost side there are 20 spawns. However, about half of those spawns don't actually get used for some reason, which is very odd, but that's not even the main problem because the Phantom side gets spawn trapped worse than the Ghost side does, so. Now there are also some other issues outside of the spawns and the size. For example, some of the routing that I've done is absolutely terrible. I think part of the reason for this is of course the size, because when I planned it, I didn't really take into account how big stairs needed to be, so I had to kind of jiggle some stuff around to get it to all fit together. So there's some really weird spiral staircases which I absolutely hate, but hopefully when I resize the map, they should be fixed. And on top of that, there's also some problems with the sightlines. In mid, it is a literal clusterfuck. There are sightlines coming from the Phantom spawns, which are ridiculously long and ridiculously uncontrolled. There's also some dumb sightlines from the windows, actually in mid itself, as well as sightlines from a little doorway that I decided to put in as a drop down to the right of the hill, which... who would even camp there? The guy with the MG42 that killed me about 30 times this morning, yes. But ignoring that, there is also some issues with the objective placement. So the flags are once again pretty terrible, just like a lot of the other things in the map. So the main problem with them is there's just not enough routes to actually get to them, as well as the fact that I kind of forgot to put in some ladders so you actually can't get to one of the flags very easily, but we'll ignore that for now. And then there's also a ridiculous sightline from a spawn to one of the only exits from the Phantom flag, which is not very fun. As well as that, there's also some issues with the flare placements. They're very close to the spawns, which isn't good. And to top it all off, I didn't actually have time to make the hardpoint positions before I shipped the map to test place, which is not good, because hardpoint probably plays like absolute dog shit. But, that's fine. However, all of that being said, there is a lot of potential in this map, I think. So, hopefully I'll fix all of the issues and it'll be perfect 10 out of 10 would bang again. Sorry children. But jokes aside, I am actually quite happy with how this has turned out, despite all of its flaws. If you want to take a look at Railroad right now, it's in the test place, and I've also left a link to the Blockout in the description if you want to just walk around without the pressures of gameplay. Now, we've been over all of these ridiculous flaws. Will they ever be fixed? Yes, because I'm not stupid. Hopefully in about a week, maybe two, I'll have a proper detailed fix for this Blockout out into the test place. But in the meantime, just keep the feedback coming, because I appreciate it and it also gives me stuff to actually work on. Who knows, you might find something that I didn't. Anyway, this video is getting quite long and I'm running out of footage, so I'm gonna plug my new single, Lo-Fi_1, which is on my SoundCloud, link in the description, and I'm gonna see you next time, hopefully. Please subscribe and hit the bell, do whatever normal YouTubers tell you to, I don't know. Okay, bye.
고객의 안전을 가장 먼저 생각하며 쾌적하고 편안한 지하철이 되도록 최선을 다하겠습니다. 우리 열차는